Hi, good morning, everyone. It's me, Christy Lee, with Christy's Collections, and today I wanted to do a video for you answering some questions that I've had about how I get stuff for free all the time. I do many different things on the internet, part of many different groups that allow me to get free things in exchange for reviewing the products. And today I'm going to talk to you about CrowdTap. I use CrowdTap more often than the others. It's one of the biggest sites. I've received the most products from them in the shortest amount of time. So I think that it's one of the best sites that you can become a part of. So I'm just going to walk you through how to get set up on there, the kinds of things that you have to do in order to qualify, and then once you qualify, what you need to do, and also a bonus that you get with working with CrowdTap. So in order to sign up with CrowdTap, you're going to go to crowdtap.com. You're going to register for an account. Once you've done that, you're going to link all your social media accounts. This includes Facebook, Twitter, if you have a YouTube page, if you have a blog, if you use any other sites. I can't remember specifically if they ask for Tumblr or Vine. I know some of them do. I don't have any of those accounts, and I believe also Google+. So you're going to link all your social media accounts. That way you can post through their website to your Facebook or Twitter accounts or whatever have you. And by doing that, it allows companies to basically use you to help promote their products. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to do is look through for brands that you're interested in, and you're going to join those brand groups. There'll be you'll have a dashboard, and it will show all your brands, missions by type, things like that. So you're going to go through, and I think there are 35 different brands on there right now, and I am part of all 35. There's also additional things under other topics, I believe it is. And you're going to join any and all brands that you're interested in working with. Once you've done that, you want to start by going through and answering all the polls. You'll get 2 points apiece for doing all these polls. And those points I will tell you about in a moment what those are for. Also, when you join the brands, you're going to do the, I think it's called the questionnaires, where you'll basically just rate your how familiar you are with the brand, whether you prefer them over different brands, things like that, just to kind of, I guess, so they can gauge where you stand on their products or brand. Then you're going to go through and you're going to complete all of the optional missions. And these missions consist of photo missions, where you may be taking photos of you doing certain activities, maybe holding one of the products for the brand that you're doing it for. Also media missions, where you're probably going to visit a website, answer some questions about how you feel about things on the website, and then share out comments or whatnot, and photos or links to photos or products on your social media accounts. There's also comment missions, where you'll probably read something or view something, and then it's usually a more lengthy response, and then share that to your social media also. Once you've done a few of those things, you're going to see missions for samples, and you're going to want to apply for those samples. Some of the applications are very easy. You just request. Some of the other ones are going to want you to submit photos and comments and things like that in order for you to qualify. It's not that hard to qualify. It's pretty easy. You're not going to qualify for everything the first time around, but the really good thing about CrowdTap is that they continue to work with these brands on a regular basis, most of them. So you might not receive the samples this time, but next month you might. So you apply for the samples, and then you wait for the email that says that you've been accepted. Once you're accepted, you wait for the samples to arrive, and they can vary in size and amount. I've gotten huge boxes full of moisturizer and facial cleansers. I've got a huge box of snack products. I've got a free box of hair dye, and there's many more that I've gotten from this site already, and I've only been with them, I think, 4 or 5 months. Once you receive your samples, you're going to check it in, say that you've received it, and then you're going to start working on your final report. Your report is going to consist of different missions, just as the other optional missions you had before applying for it. A lot of them are going to be photo missions. They might ask you to set up the product and take certain photos. For example, I was in the I think they're called crowds. I was in the Reynolds crowd, and I received some cookie baking sheets and some slow cooker liners. So I had to make cookies and take photos of the cookies, showing the product, showing them what the cookies look like after baking them without the product and then with the product. And then on top of that, I had to rate my experience, tell them about the things that I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what I would change. And then answer a follow-up survey of basically whether or not trying the sample has changed your mind about the product. You submit the final report, and you do have a deadline for this, so you need to be careful not to miss the deadline, because if you miss the deadline, you're going to get a flag on your account, and that makes it less likely for you to be chosen for samples, because the other brands can see that you're receiving the samples but you're not doing the reviews or the work. So make sure that I always put it up on a calendar to make sure that I don't miss those deadlines and I get the everything done by the time it needs to be done. Now back to the points. For the polls, you're going to get 2 points apiece. For the photo missions and the comments and the questionnaires, those are going to range anywhere between 20 points up to 100 points. And then the reports, depending on the brand or the crowd or the size of the mission or whatever have you, those can go up to 200 and 250, I think, is the highest points that I've seen. You're working your way up to 1,000 points. Once you reach 1,000 points, by completing all those polls and all the missions and doing your sample reports, once you reach 1,000 points, you receive a $5 Amazon gift card from CrowdTap. And depending on how active you are on there and how many samples you receive and all that, you can make, I think I was making up to $15 a month on there, but that was before they kind of did an overhaul, and they used to have brand drawings at the end of every month. They don't do that anymore. They do, however, offer rewards for certain missions. Example, the photo missions. If you get really creative with your photos, or the brand really likes your response on one of the comments, you'll be entered into a drawing to win another prize from the brand itself. So like I said, you get to 1,000 points. Every time you get to 1,000 points, you receive a $5 Amazon gift card. It's an e-card, so you just upload it on the internet, and then it starts over again. So like I said, CrowdTap is one of my favorite, not only because of the platform it uses. I really like how it's organized. It's very easy to use, very user-friendly. It's very interactive. But also in the short amount of time, for example, I've been with another company for going on 2 years now, and I've received half as many samples from them, and they don't pay me to review the products like CrowdTap does. So if you're interested, go to crowdtap.com, register for an account, link your socials, and just start doing the polls and the missions, and before long you'll be receiving stuff for free. Put in a little work, have fun with it, make some money, and get to keep all kinds of cool stuff. Alright guys, I've got some other websites I'll tell you about. I'll do those in separate videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.